So, sab manu ke Nagaland TV la good morning episode te swagat kori ase. Moi apnala anchor Rovin Olama ar amikhan aji itu program te shuru nukhra ge de hodai din nishna isor laga prathana isor laga Bible verse pra shuru kuru ahibi amikhan Bible verse pra sabo.
There is a way that appears to be right, but in the end it leads to death. Proverbs 14:12.
Now, itia amikhan Bible verse khotom hua peshide amikhan itia think positive ase think positive prabe amikhan sabo.
Crave for a thing, you will get it. Renounce the craving, the object will follow you by itself. Swami Sivananda.
Now, amikhan do itia time saishi kule do ita bi 8 exact ase 8:1 nole bi 8:2 inga bi hono hoy. Holi bi amikhan time nakatishi kule bi time najashi kule bi amikhan itia to headlines te jabole la samaisha ai bi amikhan la top headlines ki ase sabo. Russian enters Ukraine's second largest city and troops squeeze strategic posts in country's south. Advances that appears to make new phase of invasion following attack on Anfield, airfield and fuel facilities. Another medical student from Nagaland is reported to be stranded in Ukraine Odessa city. Amanla from Kura village is said to be struck at Odessa and is confused whether to move out or not, as proper information from embassies is not being received. Details of any person stranded in Ukraine from Nagaland and need to be evacuated may be provided at phone number. I bhalpra purai diase phone number do apni han do note down kor lebi 037032291122 Ariba purai diase 037022911122 or 2291120 Ariba purai diase 2291120 or email at seoc.nsdma@gmail. Ariba purai se seoc.nsdma@gmail or sdma.nagaland@gmail.com sdma.nagaland@gmail.com. Nagaland In-Service Doctor Association informed that all the members would go and must schedule leave from March 7 to March 9. NIDA states move was necessitated following failures of government to resolve issues of superannuation to age of medical doctor. First phase of assembly election in Manipur begins, where electoral fate of 173 candidates, including 15 women, will be decided. The election is set to continue at 4 p.m. So, আমি হানা টপ হেডলাইন্স জানাই দিছে তো আপনি আনজাই পর জানাই দো মনে আছে ইতিয়া আমি হানা জানা নিশনা দু লড়াই চুলা তামতে ইউক্রেন আর রাশিয়া মাজতে লড়াই চুলা তামতে তাতে মানুখান কিমান ইন্ডিয়ান ন্যাশনাল আর নর্থ ইস্ট হুশিগুলিবি নহলিবি নাগাল্যান্ড প্রদেশ হুশিগুলিবি কিমা মানুহ তাতে ফাঁসি কিনে আছে ইতু লাগা নম্বৰ মহলা টপ হেডলাইন্স দিকিনে আছে আপনি খান লাগি আছে কুশিগুলি তো আপনি খান ইতু মহলা গুড মর্নিং এপিসোড তো আৰু ওয়াপাস ইতু স্টার্টিং বা সাইকিনে ইতু নম্বৰ ফোন নম্বৰ আৰু ইমেল এড্রেস তো নোট ডাউন কৰি দিবি কিনে আপোনাকে জানাই দি আছে বিকজ ইতু ইম্পৰ্টেন্ট এটা হয় যে আপনি হালা বাচ্চা আপনি হালা বুনি ভাই নহলিবি আমা বাবা কাম কাৰণে নহলিবি কিতাব এডুকেশন কাৰণে ফাঁসিং থাকো वाला इटु pra itu number dia or email dia te apni kan sai libi gun jana jase itia ami khan laga story segment that is print preview segment de jaise aibi ami khan ke itu Eastern Mirror or Morning Express pra ki jankari dikine ase itu moi apni hange ponchawla mola kam ase inia nishna atia mola print preview segment de jam marbo. Starting page apne dikhi ase to Eastern Mirror ase to first headlines to ami han to larai hwa laga that is Ukraine and Russia la majodi laga por la headlines se lol ase another student from Nagaland stranded in Ukraine requests a prayer to by the heading itself apni han jani jeshe ki ekta student aru alag agide ekta student thakishi MBBS prole to Vikas Gupta koine tai to do bus product ahi jeshe hulibi ekta student Nagaland like the student do Ukraine te ja to edu phasigina ase to dikane prathana lagi ase koine man bhal bra headlines te digne so ami details pa purwaro. Another medical student from Nagaland is reported to be stranded in Ukraine port city of Odessa as of Sunday. Amenla from Kuda village studying at Odessa National Medical University told Eastern Mirror that she is stuck at Odessa city and is confused whether to move out or not as proper information from the embassies isn't being received. This came to light after news of medical student from Polio village who had moved out from the war-hit zone was reported in this newspaper. We Indian students were just confused because we didn't receive proper information from the embassies of India in Ukraine. All of us are confused whether we should wait or should go. Amenla related. She shared that some of her friends were of the view that maybe the embassies doesn't want to take risks. The Indian embassies in Ukraine earlier directed Indian nationals to arrange buses and arrive at the border areas like Romania, Hungary, etc. Accordingly, students are arranging on their own and are trying to reach the places. She said and expressed hope that the Indian embassies would do something from the border. Amila and her friend were planning to leave Odessa by Sunday night to reach another place by train from where they would board a bus and road Hungary. When asked about the expenditure, she said she isn't quite sure whether the expenses would have to be borne by themselves or by the student contractor. The medical student went on to add that some Indian students had left Odessa while some, including herself, were still stuck there. However, she wasn't sure about the exact number of students who were stranded despite trying to gather information. Too much is going on right now, she said. Amelna, who will be completing her medical studies by mid-2023, expressed apprehension of reaching India anytime soon as she is still stuck in Ukraine. People who went to the border are still stuck owing to the enormous amount of people trying to flee from Ukraine. There are many people standing out there at the border in the cold for hours, she said, citing her conversation with friends who already reached the border. There is no bombing and nothing is serious here in Odessa, the 26-year-old said and added she is okay. On Sunday morning around 5 a.m., they heard a shooting sound only to learn later in Ukraine were trying to destroy enemy's drone. So, yete chukri ekta amenla kundu to Doctor Puru jeshi tade phale to tai to Kuda village pra ase ar tai to Odessa National Medical University report agise ar tai kwa to Ada Indian National khando ulai jeshe hulibi tai nishna aru manu khan ase huli tai to kwa to exact number to najine kiman manu stranded thugine ase exact number to najine hulibi kuma manu pasegine ase aru agela manu to ahi jeshe hulibi tahan information panai kushe aru tai ba bhabia to like edu embassies edu India in Ukraine embassies pra tahan tai risk lole mun nai ne ki edu hisab te tahan to iku information danai kushe to tai pra paratok joldi khudi ar tai pra kwa nishna Sunday rati jua kali Sunday rati tai ulai jabone ki bhabishe Ukraine pra ki karone Ukraine to ulai jado Romania ar Hungary te hi jaikine ita karone to phoi ase inia nishna tai ulai jabone ki bhabi asali tai bi sure nai aru utula pore moreover inika ekta desh par dusra desh se jawle to paisa bishi lagi ase inga nisa tai tibi confuse ase du expenditure khando tai nije ba kuruna sarkar ba sabo ko inja jole bi ekta information janai debole mon ase kiman manu bahar desh pra inika samai inika war khan chula tamde bahar desh pra ahia tamde to nijir la pusa ba aishu gule bi government pra hi born kuro pisito government pra hi dibo ko gine apne ke janai do small information janai di ase because apni khan pra eta duk ase ko gine aishu gule bi government khan ra pusa apne sob ke terai dibo ko gine janai ase tukla no hoy gine First ekta chhogra thagise tai to ahibo parise tai kude punchi to khobor to nai ta to holibi debi Ukraine ba do ulaise guse bas pa do India nishna itia ekta chukri bachi kine ase to tai bi joldi ulai jabo ko kine holibi situation to kobo na pare aru tai pra ko to tahan la jaka ode sa de jaka te to iman ininga bombing khan huna nai holibi Ukraine manu khan ba Russia khan la drones khan ke kali la din de shooting ko taka hunji guse to shooting to ki ase ko do Ukraine te itu Russia khan la drones khan ahia to drones kan ye phutai she ko gine ulai she guse so itia home department ba ki issue kurise it ki helpline number digna ase to aru ekbar purai diwa Home Commissioner Abhijit Sinha has informed that details of any person who may be stranded in Ukraine from Nagaland and need to be evacuated may be provided by his or her family or relatives for necessary support and facilitation at the following numbers or email ID of the State Emergency Operation Center. So, ami han koi dibo mun taka to itu email ID or phone number to agi tibi digine ase holibi aru ekbar janai dibo mun ase because good morning episode bi manu khan pra sai bishi manu pra sat de good morning episode inga nishna itu email to apni khan kam na hisu kulibi apni khala neighbor khan la bacha mi thako pare neighbor khan la manu bi jain thako pare to itu kan bi helpful ho gine itu number purai dibo moi itu to SEOC NSDMA Home Department la phone number ase itu to se itu to 0370-229-1122 aru ekta number to ase 22911120 aru tahan la seoc.nsdma@gmail.com noholi bi aru ekta email ase sdma.nagaland@gmail.com Meanwhile, do the number digna se apne han likhilubi. Meanwhile, Deputy Commissioner and Minister in charge of Home Y Pattern has assured of any possible help to bring back Naga stranded in Ukraine by getting in touch with the official of Ministry of External Affairs and embassies in foreign countries. In this regard, Patton has asked the parents and relatives of those who might be stranded there and needing assistance to send him details of such person or through the office of the Naga Student Federation NSF, or we can even submit to Naga Student Federation regarding the details and the information for the stranded people. So yete pura the top headlines so yete was samat kore I be sabo next headlines ki ase. So the next headline is railway budget for Northeast hike by 244%. In order to improve rail connectivity in the Northeast state, the Ministry of Railway increased the fund allocation for the Northeast region by 244% in the last 7 years, with in rupees 5,842 crore as the average fund allocation per year. So it do last 7 year but it do 5,842 crore project it do hodai per year de dela se holibi it do pra 244% ba barhai dishe ko gine janai ase. The ministry reported that the development work in Nagaland from 2014 to 2021 include Dimapur Kohima Zubza new line that is 82.50 km at a cost of INR 5,806 crore, which is targeted to be completed by March 2023. However, a few weeks back, Chief Administration Officer, my first is the line pride. Itiasi kuledo February 28 asajito, kalido March ho jao, March 1 ho jao. To ini bhabi sabi 2023. Aji last saal 2023 ar kali March ase iniga samayte idu kuntu tahan railway line banai na ase itu khotom hobole ase kogine iman bhal ekta jinis ase ar itu pura ami jani ase Nagaland de khali Dimapur jaga te rail track ase libi yate to Nagaland from 2014 to 2021 include Dimapur Kohima Zubza new line that is 82.50 km laga banai na ase itu to 5,806 crore laga ase to itu to by next year March 2023 te khotom ho jabo ko kine edu janai dikna ase. However, few weeks back, Chief Administration Officer Northeast Railway Malingo H.S. Yadav, who was in Kohima, had stated that Phase 2, 28 km from Shukovi to Perima. Phase 1 is for Dimapur, Kohima, Zubzaland, and that kilometer is 82.50 km. And the Phase 2 is starting from Shukovi to Perima, that is 28 km, is expected to be completed by July 2023. And the good thing, Kohima, Zubza, Dimapur line to March to same as Shukovi to Perima will be on July. So to be completed by July 2023, while Phase 3, that is 38 km from Perima to Zubza by March 2026. So ami jana nishna Nagaland de moi age tibi koshi to good morning episode te ki Nagaland te ami kan itu bishi development dikhi ase to ene ami bi dikhi sai ase railway hubi entrepreneurs hubi unemployed person hubi regarding itu prostitution maiki khan hubi noholi bi parents kan guardians kan elder manu khan hubi noholi bi bustila block hubi sob jaga de it's not because like media de kam kura bishide like media de kam kuri kine media la information pai kine learn hui kine he realize correctla nohoy hulebi moi school pura time de hulebi high secondary college pura time de hulebi iman development to iman inia kurshe sarkar pura inia kurshe ko to iman to huna nai hulebi yete kam kura bishide inika ase for example Matri Foundation is a very good opportunity for the prostitution, right? Because tahan pet palu karne tahan ye inia kam kuruwa নতুন ইনিশিয়েটিভ দি আছে এমপ্লয়মেন্ট অপৰচুনিটি বাঢ়াই আছে বেকডোৰ কে সাবি কৈ আছে টিচাৰ্স খান এটো প্ৰক্সি টিচাৰ্স খান কে সাবি কৈ আছে এভৰিথিং এটো ইমান একটা সুন্দৰ একটা হৈ জেছে এটো মানুহ খান লাগা দিমাগ খুলি কিনে মানুহ খান প্ৰায় ডিসিজন খান এটো গভৰ্ণমেণ্ট লতে সেন্ট্ৰেল সৰকাৰ লতে কোঅপাৰেট কৰি কিনে পাব্লিক আৰু গভৰ্ণমেণ্ট মিলি কিনে কাম কোন জেছি গলি তো ইন্ডিকা একটা ভাল ডেভেলপ Nagaland ulao kine akha korese aru iman joldi pura train Dimapur thake ado itya ba iman joldi najani ne 2023 ba hi jabo 2026 ba jabo inika majode train banai kine sundur hoa dikshi gule to iman bi kiman bi bhal ase itu sabse important to public khan ke kiman bi bhal ekta hoi jabo tahan tate pura direct jabo parbo tate pura ahi kine taxi pa ahi kine rasta ba jai kine inika Dimapur punchi kine train lu kine inika jawul no hoi kine tahan kut jabo mun ase transportation para bhala punchai dibo road laga service para bhala punchai dibo kogine ete janai diase to yate prahi short prahi moi itu phase 1 phase 2 phase 3 laga information di dishe the kilometer the price and kire khotom hobo kundu jaga ase to janai dishe apni khan bi tu mon di rakhibi aru inia karne hi enga development karne hi rukhi thakibi kogine janai ase so eta next thakia topic thakado Nagaland launches intensified pulse polio immunization campaign. Joining the rest of the country, Nagaland launched the state-level intensified pulse polio immunization, that is IPPI, program on Polio National Immunization Day (NID) on Sunday. Formally launching the program at UPHC Chicago in Kohima, Dr. Nikrele Kimyo, Principal Director of Health and Family Welfare, stated that polio, a viral disease, has been intercepted from spreading afar through the IPPI program, where vaccination has brought a drastic change in the life of millions living in the country. Though the government has been going through a hard time in combating COVID-19, he stated that the vaccination has eradicated polio from the country. However, Kimyo cautioned not to be complacent as neighboring countries like Pakistan, Afghanistan and Bhutan have been battling polio and that we never know about the future. He went on to inform that the dreaded disease has a lot of transit going on from country to country. However, the medical officer expressed hope that such an inclusive program would bring a change in the country. Medical officials informed that they are targeting about 151,458 children between 0 to 5 years in Nagaland, adding that 9,096 healthy workers are involved in the campaign, with 2,206 polio booths set up across the states. With the launching of the Pulse Polio immunization program on Sunday, a door-to-door visitation would also be initiated on February 28 to March 1. So, আমি হানবি ইতিয়া কিমান মানুহ গুড মৰ্নিং এপিসোড চাই আছে আৰু মই বি আমি হান সব মানুহ পলিঅ লুকিনা আছে আৰু আমি হান জানি আছে পলিঅ নলুছিগলে কি বিমাৰ লাগে আমি হালা গাঁওটো কিনিগা হৈ যায় as we started growing না আৰু পলিঅ তো বেছি ইম্পৰ্টেন্ট আছে নিয়া নিচিনা ইতে পুৰা ডক্টৰ পৰা কোৱাটো কি আছে কোৱাটো ইটো ভ্যাকসিনেশন to লোৱা পিছতে ইটো পলিঅ লা নামটো হাৰি গৈছে গৈছে তো ইটো তো আৰু ভ্যাকসিনেশন হয় কোভিড লাভ ভয় পৰা আমি ভ্যাকসিনেশন মাৰি কিনে ইটো আলাগ বিমাৰ খাংগে আমি নাচাও দিছে বিকজ কোভিড পাহি মুৰুব এনেকা ভাবি আছিল কোভিড একলা নহয় আলাগ কিছিম বিমাৰ পৰা মুৰু পৰে আমি আলা লাইফ না মহন মই কোৱা নিচিনা আপনি আমি জানা নিচিনা our life is uncertain mohla life to uncertain ase ami an kobo na pare kitia ki hobo accident bi ho pare bimar bi ho pare kishim hawa pani par bi lagiu pare hulibi yete tai regarding polio la khota koise to edu polio to kiniga alag country like Pakistan Afghanistan Bhutan to inika hoigine tate inika ekta hoigine tahan pura polio na dia pura kiniga tahan la bacha khan tahan la country kan face kres inika nishna hobo na dibu karne to pradesh laga to majode tahan pura itu 151,458 children ge aim kurigina ase with that to 151,458 bacha khan to 0 palugine 5 years la majode tahan durule bisarju thuri gine tahan 9,096 health worker pra lugine 2,206 polio booth duhan pra lugine 151,458 bacha ke aim kuri ase polio dibu karne aru jeto bishi bhal initiative ase aru udikla nohoy tahan polio booth 2,206 polio booth set up koribo manu iman ase target iman ase holibi tahan target manu booth chari kine tahan darwaza to darwaza bi jai ase visitation to visitation jai ase so tahan apne ala gote ahi kine polio dialam de February 28 aji pra legine March 1 kali to jabole ase to itu apne han bhal pra tahan ke cooperate ku dibi aru iniga time te iniga newspaper inga ola chhe libi iniga time te hoshiyar bi thakbi because manu khan tahan la nam lugine aigine bia bhabna lugine bi ahibo pare itu khan ki apne hoshiyar thakibi ko kine ete janai di ase So itia ami khan yete pra itu short eta koi debo state reports 1 covid cases to pradesh te ekta notun covid cases ulaise itu janai di ase because iman details na jai debo itu ekta cases hi ulaise ko kene hi koi di ase to yete pra ami khan itia morning express jao the power of the morning express for since mohana time man na thakaoche and the first headline itself is about Russia and Ukraine and ami jane ase itu regarding to ase aru it to be the next puru thaka to Manipur phase 1 polling for 38 assembly seat today. Chief Electoral Officer CEO of Manipur Rajesh Agarwal today informed that a total of 38 assembly constituency including 10 in Imphal, Imphal East, 13 in Imphal West, 6 in Bishnupur, 6 in Churachandpur and 3 in Kangpokpi will go for poll on February 20th. The Aji day to 38 assembly constituency shuru hobo. A total of 12,939 voters comprising 58,607 males. Itu iman lakhs la porde 58,607 the mota ase aru 62,800 6,28,657 female and 175 transgender will exercise their franchise across 1,721 polling stations in the phase 1. A total of 10,041% with disabilities, PWDs, and 251 centenarian electoral are also registered in this 30th Assembly constituency. The polling parties for all the polling stations have proceeded for their allotted PS, including 23 parties on P3 day and 117 party on P2 day. It is worth mentioning that 381 polling stations will completely manned by all women polling personnel, while 4 assembly constituencies, namely Shingjami, Yashkult, Wangki and Churachandpur will be manned by all women polling team. So yete pray khatam kordo to phase 1 do shuru hoye jese aji pra to to be bhal pra hi jabo ko kine akha kori ase. So yete pra Eastern Mirror aro Morning Express pra news to samat kori ase. So এটা তো নিউজ বেশি লার্ন করে দিছে এটা তো আমি খান একটা আজি দিনতে কি হইছে যা টু পাস ইয়ার ডে এনিয়া নিশনা আমি খান দ্য ফ্যাক্ট অফ দ্য ডে আজিলা কি হইছে এটু সাবো আমি খান
The first Gulf War ended on February 28, 1991.
Fact of the day pakta learn hwa to itu date te 1998 te Gulf War to end hoise war chul dakha to hole bi itia laga samay te to war to te bi jai ase Ukraine Russia la majdi aru ami khan 2 years olo par shukul do ami khan itu day itu February 25 pra legine 28 days to ami khan itu Ukraine Russia war thakise ko kine itu bi ahibo piche din te ko kine hi janai di ase to বেশি ইম্পর্টেন্ট আছে ইভেন্টস খান ইয়াদ করবলে বিকজ ইটু খান পৰাই আমি হান লাই দু হিস্ট্রি দেখি হইছে ইটু খান আমি হাগে জানকারি দে কইনে জানাইছে সো এটা তো আমি নিউজ বেশি চাইলুছে সো এটা আমি খান তো মর্নিং মেলোডি লা টাইম হইছে আইবি আমি খান গানা কি আছে ইটু ভাল ব্রা শুনিব
All you've got left is you, so work it out now. Guess it's so hard, nothing's gonna make sense now. Faith, love, God, friends, family by your side. Gotta get up, gotta give all you've got left. I know you really want to, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. it out now. Guess it's so hard, nothing's gonna make sense now. Faith, love, God, friends, family by your side. Gotta get up, gotta give all you've got left. I know you really want to, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay, you're gonna be okay, you're gonna be okay. Know you all so much, you've made it this far. Look up, you can fight this fight sooner or later. Good things will flow your way. Try again, but don't you let it go, yeah.
Dear viewers, this is all for the day, but let us check today's weather update before we leave. Wish you all a very good day ahead. Signing off, Rovinyo Lama.